If you only show up when you feel motivated, you will keep rebuilding the same life over and over again. That may sound direct, but I wish someone told me that earlier. Because motivation feels amazing when it is there. You get the idea. You feel the energy. You tell yourself, this time is different. You start the routine. You make the plan. You buy the notebook. You save the video. You imagine the new version of yourself. And for a few days, maybe even a few weeks, it works. Then life gets busy. You get tired. Your mood changes. You miss one day, then two. Then the voice comes in. Maybe I am just not disciplined. Maybe I am lazy. Maybe I do not want it badly enough. Maybe I am not the kind of person who follows through. But I want you to hear this clearly. The problem is not always that you lack motivation. Sometimes the problem is that you are trying to build your life on something that was never designed to last. Welcome to Mentoring Myself, real guidance for finding peace, purpose, stability, and success. These are the lessons I wish I had when I was in your shoes. I'm Christos. Today, we are talking about motivation, self-respect, and why the life you want cannot depend on how inspired you feel today. Because motivation is useful, I am not against motivation. Motivation can wake something up in you. It can remind you that more is possible. It can help you take the first step. But motivation is a spark. It is not the fire. And one of the biggest mistakes I made when I was younger was thinking that if something was meant for me, I would always feel excited to do it. I thought the right path would always feel clear. The right goal would always feel inspiring. The right routine would always feel natural. But real growth does not always feel exciting. Sometimes real growth feels repetitive. Sometimes it feels quiet. Sometimes it feels like doing the thing you said you would do, even when nobody claps, nobody sees it, and your mood is not helping you. That is where self-respect comes in. Self-respect is different from motivation. Motivation says, I feel like doing this right now. Self-respect says, I said this matters to me, so I am going to show up in a way I can respect. That is a different level of life. Because when you only depend on motivation, your actions become controlled by your mood. If you feel good, you show up. If you feel tired, you disappear. If you feel confident, you move. If you feel uncertain, you stop. If people encourage you, you keep going. If nobody notices, you lose interest. And slowly, without realizing it, you teach yourself that your word to yourself is optional. That is where the deeper damage happens. It is not just about missing the workout. It is not just about not posting the content. It is not just about skipping the application, avoiding the conversation, delaying the project, or breaking the routine. The deeper pain is that every time you break a promise to yourself, a part of you stops believing you. And then confidence becomes harder. Not because you are not capable, but because you have not been able to trust yourself to follow through. So when I say self-respect lasts, I mean this. Self-respect is built when your actions start matching what you say matters. Not perfectly, not every single day, not in some robotic way, but consistently enough that you begin to believe yourself again. There have been seasons in my life where hype was not enough. Ambition was not enough. External pressure was not enough. Even wanting the result was not enough. What changed things was learning to keep smaller promises, not massive promises, small ones, the kind that almost seemed too simple. Wake up and do the practice. Make the call. Take care of the body. Tell the truth. Do the work for one focused hour. Follow through when no one is watching. And over time, those small promises started to build something deeper than motivation. They built identity. Because you do not become disciplined by thinking about discipline. You become disciplined by repeatedly proving to yourself, I am someone who shows up. And I want to be careful here, because I am not talking about being harsh with yourself. This is not about punishment. This is not about becoming a machine. This is not about ignoring your emotions, your body, your energy, or your need for rest. Real discipline is not self-hate. Real discipline is self-respect. There's a big difference. Self-hate says, you are not enough, so you better force yourself to do more. Self-respect says, you matter, your future matters, your peace matters. So let's make a choice that supports the life you say you want. That energy is completely different. One creates pressure, the other creates trust. And for young adults, this matters so much because your 20s and early 30s are full of noise. Everyone is telling you what success should look like. Social media tells you to move faster. Family may tell you to be realistic. Friends may be on different paths. Your mind may tell you that you are behind. And in all of that noise, it becomes very easy to chase feelings. You want to feel motivated. You want to feel certain. You want to feel ready. You want to feel confident. But sometimes the feeling comes after the action. Sometimes you do not feel ready until after you start. Sometimes you do not feel confident until after you keep going. Sometimes you do not feel stable until after you build stable habits. So here are 3 practical shifts I would give you. First, stop asking, how do I stay motivated? Ask, what kind of person am I becoming through this choice? That question is more powerful because motivation focuses on the mood. Identity focuses on the person. When you choose to do the thing you said matters, you are not just completing a task. You are casting a vote for the kind of person you are becoming. Every honest choice is a vote. Every small promise kept is a vote. Every time you return after falling off, that is a vote too. Second, make the promise smaller. Most people do not fail because they are incapable. They fail because they make promises from an emotional high that their real life cannot sustain. They feel inspired and say, I am going to change everything. New routine, new diet, new business, new schedule, new identity, new life, all at once. But when the emotion fades, the system collapses. So make the promise smaller, small enough that you can keep it on a normal day, not your best day, not the day you watched a motivational video, a normal day, a tired day, a busy day, a human day, 5 minutes of movement, 10 minutes of writing, one honest message, one application, one cleaned up space, one meal that supports you, one focused block of work. Small does not mean weak. Small means repeatable, and repeatable is what changes your life. Third, learn how to restart without drama. This may be the most important one. You will fall off. You will miss days. You will get distracted. You will go through emotional seasons. That does not mean you failed. It means you are human. The mistake is not falling off. The mistake is turning one missed day into a whole identity. You miss one workout and say, I am not disciplined. You miss one deadline and say, I always mess things up. You have one bad week and say, I knew I would fail. That story is more damaging than the mistake. So when you fall off, restart quietly. No shame ceremony. No dramatic announcement. No waiting until Monday. No needing a perfect new plan. Just return. That is self-respect. Not never falling. Returning. That is the mentor moment for today. Stop waiting to become a person who always feels motivated. Become someone who can act with self-respect even when motivation is not there. Because the life you want will not be built only in the moments when you feel inspired. It will be built in the quiet moments, the ordinary moments, the moments when you choose your future over your mood, the moments when you keep a small promise, the moments when you return after slipping, the moments when nobody sees it, but you know, and that matters. Here is your reflection question. What is one small promise you could keep this week that would make you respect yourself more, not impress other people, not prove your worth, not fix your whole life? Just one small promise that helps you trust yourself again. Start there. And if this episode helped you, send it to someone who keeps waiting to feel motivated before they begin. Sometimes the beginning is not a feeling. Sometimes the beginning is a choice. This is Mentoring Myself, and I'll see you in the next episode.